Welcome back, Hoover.
Welcome
Cowboys,
back.
Warriors, Knights, the season's on the line. Arguing all the odds and predictions, it's a sign. Smashing buttons online, got the console glowing bright. Just three mates talking trash and arguing all night. It's all just banter and noise, incoherent and disconnected now. Lost in the mayhem, trying to make sense of it somehow. Sports and games and shouting, yeah, that's what we're about. The Incoherent Podcast, let's hear you shout it out.
Welcome back
And
to
welcome back.
episode 36 of the Incoherent Podcast. A little bit of news this week just to kick off before we get into what Zach's been doing.
What's this news?
What's this news? What's your news? You're part of this news.
No.
Yeah. What's going on?
I don't know. You tell us.
All right. It's made it really... So we've got a
I'm buying
dilemma.
another digger.
So we've got a dilemma. How long until you go on permanent night shift for a couple of months?
Look, it could be within the next month, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's up in the air at the moment, but yeah, the rumor has it that I could be going on to night shift.
Which sucks because in about a month's time, we've actually been doing this podcast for 12 months because we started just before the NRL finals or 2 weeks before the NRL finals started last year. NFL season started. So, yeah, but we'll see how we go. Like I said, it's episode 36. We're getting close to that 40, 50 mark. It's pretty good. And really want to apologise with the inconsistency that we've had over the entire time, really. I did get an email from that other place that we used to record on. They actually downgraded some of their features and stuff like that, and they were having trouble with things and trying to fix it, and I think that's why we were having trouble. We'll blame an internet. It wasn't internet. It was actually
No.
it was the provider. I got the email today.
We're fucking blaming internet and us.
No,
And it
I
was
got-
your choice. No,
Yeah.
fucking listen here. Your choice to do it on that system is your fault.
I know. But now we've come over to this system.
Move those
And-
balls to the side of your chin and cop that one.
Now we've come over to this system and it's actually opened up more doors for us. So last week, I put the podcast onto YouTube. There's no video or anything like that. It's just the same as our Spotify, Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. It's just got our logo. You can go and listen to it on YouTube. I bulk downloaded all the episodes, so they're all there. So we've got the capability that we can do video podcasts eventually once we set up properly for it, or if that's what you just want us to do. Anyway, if you're happy with us just doing audio ones, we're happy doing audio ones. We're not really that worried about it. This also gives us the capability that we can stream live when we're doing episodes. So on like Facebook, TikTok or whatever. So we can set up a few other things. But the thing that I'm actually excited for, and I know a few other podcasts that do it, one in particular, we have the capability that you guys can actually send in voice recordings and I can play it on while we're recording to the boys or do a reaction. I was actually thinking of not just any story, like you can call in and just send in mail or whatever, tell us something that we don't know, something that we've done wrong, anything like that. Just record it on a recording app on your phone, email it into the Incoherent Podcast on outlook.com.au. But what I was thinking was, I know that me and Zach, because we played footy together, he coached me in soccer, so we grew up together. Hoover, I've never seen him actually play sport. He just says he did. Anyway, what is better? What is the best thing that you can hear from people, that you want to hear from people when they're recording? I want to hear your outrageous, funny end of season trips away. Like your end of season fucking trips, your fucking Mad Mondays, Silly Sundays, fucking golf trips away with the boys, just things like that, just stitch ups where you've stitched up the boys or, you know, something like that's happened, or if you've managed to get yourself in.
hunting adventures.
Yeah, it's still a sport. You can go on fishing trips. Sport, that's a sport. Fishing's a sport. But I've been actually getting really excited about all this, and I think that it could really liven up and, you know, interact with all of our listeners, because I went through and I've been looking at the statistics, and I know that you boys know that I've been excited about it. But on the old system, I only really got Spotify, and it was getting less and less, and there wasn't really much happening on there, and it was started to make me think that, should we really be doing this? And I didn't really want to give up on it, but it was making it really hard to come in and do this every week. But I've gone on to the statistics for the new system, and currently, because we posted the last episode Friday last week, and currently, well, last time I checked, it was sitting at 95 listens over YouTube, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you know, all those places, and there's other ones on there as well. So there are a lot of people that are listening that I've actually missed out on. And I want to thank everyone for actually listening and supporting us, because it's really changed my outlook on it, and I'm really excited for it. I'm working on another project that will come off the Incoherent podcast. If you've been here from the beginning, you've probably got an idea of what it is. I started working on it yesterday. It'll be a while before I actually get to release what it's going to be. But yeah, I just think that send us in the emails. Just send in a recording of your silly trip that you've had, or, you know, like I know that when I was in the army, I got asked if I wanted to go and play in a nine-a-side comp, and my mate's like, "Oh, you can come play." And I'm like, "Why do they need anyone?" I went and talked to the bloke that was coaching it, and he looked at me and goes, "Oh, we only really need a halfback. Do you know how to play halfback?" Now, Zach can sort of testify to this, but when I tell people I've played every position on the field, I literally have. I've played in the front row, which probably wouldn't be as surprising right now, but I used to be a little skinny, twiggy kid, and he knows that I went in and played front row once. So he asked if I played halfback, and I told him I'd play halfback. My halfback experience up to that very moment was I fed a scrum once. That was my halfback experience, and that's how I got onto the round robin nine-a-side competition in Wagga for the Army, or in the Army for our unit. So, and I didn't do too bad, but we didn't win a game, but we nearly beat the team that won the whole thing. So, go figure, we only lost by 2 points. So, yeah.
So that means you didn't do too good.
No, we didn't do too. Honestly, best piss trip I've ever been on. We went to Sydney. We were living in Brisbane. We got the friggin' minibus, took all the boys down, went and stayed at, I think it was Richmond. We stayed
You
at
can't
Richmond.
even drink.
No, I can't do that either. That's why I don't now. But yeah, just send in stories like that. Like, you know, if you're friggin', I don't know. There's got to be plenty out there. Like, I know Zach's got a few stories of friggin' soccer trips and stuff because I was there.
Do you not?
Hey,
I have nothing to say. I plead the fifth.
well, there's one that stands out after a soccer trip out west that we went to.
No, nothing. I don't know what
This
you're talking
dickhead
about.
went played soccer, went and got on the piss at the pub. I'd only just met my wife. So we were hanging out. We went and stayed in the friggin' top of the pub where we were staying. And we're sitting there trying to have a sleep. Next minute, here comes Zach, completely starkers into the fucking room, flicks the light on, scares the shit out of us with his little second long belly button hanging between his legs. And fucking, yeah, he just got kicked out of the pub for drinking a schooner and playing the pokies in the nude. I'm pretty sure Hoover's got some, eh?
I can't say nothing.
I'm going to ring Jonesy. Found out Jonesy is an avid listener of the podcast after all the crap he gave us. So, yeah, that got onto me yesterday and said, Jonesy rang me and asked why there hasn't been any episodes. But we fixed all the technical difficulties. Obviously, we'll still do the podcast as normal. It's just an added extra bit that we can add to it. And I just thought, you know, it can be sort of sports related. Like, it can be game related. Fuck, I cut my finger off in a ceiling fan playing PlayStation. So, and if anyone can get a wilder story than that, I'll dead set. if you can get a wilder story than cutting your finger off playing PlayStation in a ceiling fan, I'll send you a fucking $50 BW, what is it? BWS voucher gift card. I'll do that. If you can beat that.
Just I'm sending an email.
No, I've got to decide if it's better than better than mine, because mine was the stupidest fucking thing ever.
You didn't get a cramp in your hamstring playing FIFA.
That was pretty good. Still not as bad as you didn't end up in hospital. Still didn't get in hospital. That was a pretty funny one though. Went to try and score a goal in FIFA on a breakaway and fell off the lounge because he had a cramp in his actual leg. That was pretty good. But obviously, he's going to have better stories or, something you want to share. If you want to stay anonymous, stay anonymous. I don't really care. Get a voice change thing. I'm not worried about it. Just have a bit of a laugh. And yeah, my wife did.
We want to
send me
hear
a
from
thing.
you, Fisky.
Fisky's not an athlete. He's not an athlete at all.
No, but Fisky can give us an indication on how bad you are at work.
Fisky can send in a recording. I just don't know if he's going to be drunk or if it's going to make much sense. So
That's fine.
yeah, but he has been. He does get around us. We do appreciate it. Like we give Fisky shit all the time, but he does get around.
No, you
does
give
get around the
Fisky shit
podcast.
because
No,
Manly's
give
heaps
Fisky
better
shit.
than Newcastle.
Well, I
Fucking
keep
oath,
picking Manly. They keep losing. I'm just
fucking stop.
I'm happy throwing them away.
I told you, Cowboys.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, how was the rest of your weekends, boys?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually.
Yeah.
Had a fire
had
on
a
Friday
fire.
night. Yeah, and then I had a fire on Saturday night as well.
I dead set sat down and watched Origin on Wednesday. Then we done the recording, and fucking I watched footy all the way up until Cowboys Manly. I got 10 minutes into the game and I'm footy out. I can't sit here and watch this. So I've been watching that and about supercars and supercars, not V8s anymore, but yeah, Townsville's track didn't really excite me too much. I used to live on the pit lane when I lived in Townsville to that track, so I used to have to drive past pit lane to go to work. Yeah. Anyways, what did you think about the weekend of footy?
Yeah, there was some good games. There was some
There was some really good games.
upsets. There was some big upsets.
Yeah. Well, that's the first one I've got on, the Sharks versus the Dolphins. We all picked the Dolphins. None of us picked the Sharks, and they just had 60 put on them.
66.
66. Now the Sharks can be hot and cold. They either win by a lot, win by a little, or they get beat by a lot. So I don't know. What do you boys reckon? Do you think the Sharks are finals contenders? Because before that game last week, people were talking up the Dolphins as being a top 4 side. I don't think they were missing enough players to have that sort of score put on it and still be considered a top 4 side.
Yeah, they're still a top 4 side.
You think? Like, I know Katoa's not there. I watched that whole game, and the thing that stood out to me was they had no creativity whatsoever with Nicarima and the halfback. What, Schreider? Schneider?
Yeah, something like that.
Brad Schneider played at Penrith.
Schneider. They just had no creativity. They every time they were on the line a fair bit, and they just couldn't get even close to the line. It was a bit of a strange one, because when I think of the Dolphins, it's their attack that I think of. They're that little bit flamboyant, a little bit ad-lib, and they can score points.
Well, that's the thing. Going from putting nearly 40 on every team they were playing for the last couple of rounds to go and get 66 on them and not even score a try.
Was it Melbourne that beat them by 50, or they beat Melbourne by 50? Because there was at the start of the season, they got 50 put on it, and then the week after they put 50 on another team. I'm pretty sure
it could have been, yeah.
So I I think they're lacking in the depth to actually have a premiership push. I hope they make the finals this year. They are a good team. They can make upsets. They were my fucking smoky or dark horse to make the grand final, win the grand final. But yeah, I think the Dolphins they've got a bits to go. They're still they're still a new franchise, really. And with this new deal, we've got 3 more teams coming in before 2030. At the moment, I don't see the Bears replicating how well the Dolphins have done. PNG, I'm not really sure about. They're still 2 years away, year and a half away now, really. But, you know, I think where the Dolphins are sitting, I think they're a success. They're a good expansion. It's worked. I know the Dragons are lacking. The Dragons have a lot of new signings coming next year that should improve that team a lot. It's going to come down to who the coach is going to be and what he's going to instill. It might be a working process like the Titans at the moment. Like the Titans, they took the fucking Storm to the wire on the weekend.
Titans should have won.
Yeah. Like the Titans they're not an easy beat team anymore.
Yeah, from listening to it on the radio, it sounded like they should have won. Like they dropped the ball too close to the line, fucking all that shit. But yeah, Titans have been they have stood up in the last couple of weeks.
No, that's the thing. The Titans step up and have that great game, and then they come out and they throw out performances like this. Like, I don't know. I think they're still a working process and maybe 1-2 years away from, they're a team you don't want to carp against. But yeah, Knights Rabbits, the Jai Arrow birthday game. The Knights were shit for 65 minutes of that game. It wasn't. I know the Knights. Some of the Knights fans, they come away and said that it was the referee. It wasn't the referee. They had the obstructions and all of that. They were playing by the rules, and I don't think that game was. I thought that game was actually ref very fairly, to be 100% honest. But the thing is, you get to that last 15-minute period where the Knights just piled points on it, and it come down to the last pass of the game that he threw into the sideline. Dominic Young catches that ball. He's a chance of scoring that, and the Knights win that. And it's that last 15 minutes that sits there and go, well, are the Knights a top 4 team, or are they still hanging around that middle? I know you're not going to agree with me, Zach, because there's not even a point in the basket.
Knights could be in the same boat as the Dolphins at the moment. They don't know if they want to be the top 4 team or they want to be in the bottom 4 teams.
Well, I don't see the Knights getting 60 put on them or 50 put on them by any team this season.
Knights, Manly.
I think they've got enough.
Played an under-strength South side.
Oh, I know that we did. Like, it's not like we weren't missing players either. We haven't got Jacob Safidi. We had some young kids that are only playing their second NRL game. No Bradman Best. Marju gets that cork from David Fafita.
Marju's not a loss.
He is. That's the thing. That's the thing that people don't understand about Marju.
And Bradman Best wasn't that big of a loss when Fletcher Hunt come in there anyway.
Well, honestly, I don't understand the one gripe that I'll have with the Knights with it. If you're gonna have Sharp as your 6, leave him at 6. Why couldn't they bring Fletcher Hunt into that centre position to begin with anyway until Sandon went off? Like, I don't know. Oh no, it wasn't because Sandon went off. It was Marju went off. Hunt came in and played on the wing. But either way, I would have started with Fletcher Hunt at centre and put Sharp at 6. He's too. You can't pocket him on that one side of the field. He's got to be in open space, open play, playing that support role. Like Dylan Brown's been fantastic. Like Dylan I've liked Dylan Brown as a player for his whole career. It wasn't just because he came to the Knights. I liked him beforehand. The same with Mitch Moses. I liked Mitch Moses when he was at the Tigers. I could see where people were saying that he was good, but other people were complaining about his defence and all that shit. And then he came good. But Dylan Brown has exceeded my expectations of what we'd get from him this season. And if that's only a preview of what we're going to get for the next 9 years, I'm pretty happy with him being halfback for 9 years. I know it's overpaid, but if he's going to continue to play like that consistently, you've made your money.
You probably won't get 9 years out of him of playing like that. You're probably going to get a top of maybe 6 years, I reckon.
Yeah. Well,
And
a 10-year contract's a weird one.
it's too long.
It is. And then when you've seen that with Cherry Evans, you've seen that with Tomalolo, they put a lot of money into this one player that takes a fair chunk of your salary cap for a long period of time. And when it doesn't work out, like Tomalolo's, he's turned his career around from what it's been the last, 2 years? Where he hasn't been, you thought he was past his peak, and then this season he comes back and it's like, well, maybe he's still there. He's still got it.
No, us true supporters never thought he was past his peak at all.
I ended up bringing out the story about you and friggin' Morgan? No, I'll get to it another time. On the Cowboys, while we're talking about them, beating
No, you
Manly.
can't go back to that yet.
All right, what do you got?
Dylan Brown in the 10 years, he's got to win your premiership.
Yeah, he does. So does Kalen.
Cherry Evans.
At this stage, both Kalen and Dylan Brown need to produce or take us to a grand final at least. At least. I don't think the Knights can afford to be as cutthroat as a team like the Broncos, where they go to a grand final and then sack the coach the year after, and then they win a grand final, and now, they put pressure on their coach to get rid of him the year after. Like, we can't afford to do that. We're not the glamour club. Like, any coach is going to want to walk into that Penrith system at the moment. It's just whether or not you can improve on it or take what's already there and build on it. If you were to take, say, one of the bottom 8 teams at the moment where they're struggling, and it was your first coaching job right now, which team would you want to take? And I say the bottom 8 because our teams aren't in it.
Not sure.
It's an easy decision. Off to Melbourne, guys. See you later.
So there's your bottom 8. You got the Seagulls, Storm, Bulldogs, Raiders, West Tigers, Broncos, Eels, Titans, or Dragons. Which one of those teams would you want to coach at the moment? If it was your first job, you come in and take over.
Raiders.
Yeah, I'm probably leaning towards the Raiders. The Broncos have heaps of upside, but,
Broncos are losing too many players next year.
It's not just that. I think if you take that Broncos job, that comes with a lot of pressure on top of you. Like, you have to do a good job to remain there. I don't think if you're starting out as a coach, you want to do that. Hey?
I'm going to Melbourne, and I'm going to take Ethan Strange from the Raiders down to Melbourne to replace Munster.
Yeah. Okay.
You've got Craig Bellamy's system there.
Yeah.
That is proven top 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raiders are up and down every year.
Yeah, I know. The Raiders are a young team, though. On the weekend,
so's Melbourne's team.
Sanders had the best game of a halfback I've seen in a while. Like, he had the perfect game. He was outstanding on the weekend, to be completely honest. He really stood up.
Of course he is. I dropped him from my Supercoach team.
He was still in mine, but I didn't put him in the team. So, yeah. Anyways, I just want to touch on because I haven't seen much stuff of interviews with Jai Arrow and stuff since his diagnosis and that. I knew that he wasn't. I know that he's not in a good way, obviously, but to actually see how much his physical being's changed it's really sad to see, considering he was playing footy this time last year. So I just want to wish him all the best with everything and all of that, and I'm sure he really appreciates like how much people are helping to support him, and just to see all those fans with the party hats and all of that, it must be unreal. So yeah, it'd be a hard thing to go through. Cowboys, Golden Point over the Seagulls. I didn't watch much of this and then found out it was a Golden Point game. What were your thoughts on it, Zach, as a Cowboys fan?
Told you, Cowboys were going to win, and they did. You should have believed me.
Tell you what, but fucking Cowboys and Manly both need to fucking do some kicking practice this week.
That's the first time Clifford's looked bad with the team.
Yeah.
He's been good all year.
The Rabbits struggled with their goal kicking too, to be honest.
Clifford and Fogarty both fucking, what was it, 1 from 4? And then fucking, then Drinkwater fucking stepped up and gone, no, look, this is how you fucking do it, boys. And nails one.
But, yeah, Clifford's good most weeks kicking. I don't know what was going on there. But
why doesn't Drinkwater kick?
Probably been told not to. I don't know.
He has in the past. I think he's second choice.
I know he's good for a goal. He's good for a field goal.
Oh, he's fucking, he's great for a field goal. He proved it on the weekend.
Yeah,
he's only kicked a couple of field goals.
That's not his first one, though. I've watched him freaking kick that 40-metre one that time.
He's only kicked one 40-metre field goal.
Do you reckon they're missing Val?
Cowboys?
Yeah. Like, just for kicking wise, not for player wise or anything, for goal kicking wise.
No, they're probably. Does Dearden normally goal kick?
No, Dearden does not. Clifford has been first choice kicker all year.
I haven't watched many Cowboys games. It doesn't really interest me at all. All right. The other thing that I'd written down here, Hoover, question for you. Are the Wars going all the way this season? I know what you're like. You'll sit there and watch it. You'll enjoy the success, but you're waiting for that plunge down the ladder.
Yeah.
Something to happen, because it's the same as the Knights. Something always happens. You never feel comfortable in front.
I reckon the next couple of games that they got, if they can come away with them, yeah. If they can beat the Panthers in the next coming weeks, yeah, I reckon.
Ring Todd Payton, he'll tell you how to do it.
They'll be in the grand final. If they can beat the Panthers in the next couple of weeks, they've pretty much nearly got a full strength side at the moment.
I thought it was going to fall off a cliff when Tanner Boyd got injured, to be honest, and to keep up that fucking the form. Like, they haven't played mid-calf this year, other than a couple at the start of the season. But
well, that's the thing too, right? You were saying there earlier, like the Dragons in rebuild and all that. They've got a few players coming. The Dragons have got a halfback that hasn't played since, like, I think round 6. Hasn't played at all. They've sat him on the bench so he doesn't play any Jersey Fleet or anything like that.
Yeah.
He has got no game time at all. And I don't see him unless, they run him as a 6 on the bench. The only way he's going to get on is if Murray Martin gets seriously injured or Chanel gets seriously injured.
But the Dragons are also getting friggin' Connor Watson, Kilmalukatami, Drinkwater. Well, they've got some experience coming in that's going to really help.
Yeah, because the fucking PNG doesn't come in for another 2 years, do they?
They don't come in till after next year, so about a year and a half. Seasons where they lose that marquee player, they've turned it around to add depth, and I think it's a credit to the coaching. It's been turned around. You know what I mean? Like, I
think it's got something to do with the bench.
I think it's got a lot to do with Andrew Webster and the influence that he's put on the team this season. So, well, not just this season, like the last couple of seasons that he's taken over, he's been a very, very good coach, and he's sort of gone under the radar with how much he's done, I think. So I know that someone put up on Facebook, is Holbrook your coach of the year so far? Like, we've still got a little bit to go. But I know he took the Knights from the wooden spoon, but the Knights had a lot of injuries last year and they had the team there to do it. I think what Andrew Webster's turned the Warriors into over the last couple of seasons is probably a bigger credit, to be honest.
It's not the coach of a couple of seasons, though. It's coach of the year.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Like Zach said, Andrew Webster's not getting coach of the year. No.
Oh, I'd like to think he is anyway. Well, we'll move on to our tips anyway. We've got a couple of things there, but we'll move on to our tips first. Just want to point out that I'm still a point ahead of both years. Equal with Fisky.
You've used your joker.
And so did Alma, and
keep-
so did Alma
keep-
that's coming first.
Keep pointing it out all your life.
25's gone 5 clear, but he's just using his joker. So, and we don't need to see the bottom one. Sorry, Amanda. Actually, Amanda was looking into like friggin' if we done the, give out a prize of the best call of the week or whatever, and she found like these football key ring things where we can put like the podcast logo and stuff on there. And she was like sitting there trying to work out. She was trying to find beer cozies, like a tea cozy. And then she goes, "Yeah, that's what she goes." She goes, "I was looking for beer koozies," and I'm like, and she goes, "I don't know why I didn't just search stubby holder." Fuck, it was funny. So anyway, but yeah, so that's where we're going into the last few rounds anyway. So it should get a little bit interesting. And then I just wanted to,
you're going to drop to a minimum of 5th.
Now that in the super coach, because we've got this ladder thing going, I am closing in on Zach. Absolutely closing in on him.
I'm fucking nowhere near. I've gave up on the super coach. I'm only focusing on the tipping now.
I haven't done anything with Supercoach since the start.
This is probably the longest. This is the longest I've stuck with it ever, with it being on there. So, yeah. So we'll get on to the games and do our. I can do this now too. So,
ins and out.
Hey. So we're going tips. I can go my tips, and it's got. So I'm not lying, right? So we can double check it. All right, first game, we've got Panthers Broncos. Panthers home game. When's their stadium ready? Is it for next season? It's like round 2 next season.
2 seasons? 2 seasons away? Is it?
It's a CommBank anyway. Panthers play the Broncos. Lane comes back. Isaiah Yeo, Isaiah Lake, Papali'i, Liam Martin and Nathan Cleary are back in. But the Broncos, they get Adam Reynolds, Billy Walters, Ezra Mann, Patrick Carrigan, Payne Haas, and Reece Walsh are coming back in. So I've seen before the Broncos are at $4.60. They have been in poor form. Panthers probably do win it, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Broncos come out and win this one. To be fair, I've picked the Panthers.
Panthers by 16.
Yeah. Just because, it's been a while since Reynolds was played. Billy Walters hasn't played all season.
Ezra will be on the bench.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm on the Panthers anyway. What are you on?
Panthers.
Zach, what?
Yes.
The Riff. Okay. Zach's on Panthers. Friday, 6 o'clock. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I think I put 22.
22?
Yeah, I did. I put 22.
Yeah,
I did this yesterday before the team list come out. So.
I got 16.
16, Zach?
It'll be 14.
14? You got fucking... I thought you was going to get very close last week, eh? I'm like, fuck, he's got it. Yeah. Ocean Protect Stadium, the Aquarium. Sharks night, 6 o'clock Friday night. Inns, Samuel Street, Stone Street. But we get Brad and Best comes back in this week. Pretty much, other than Jacob Safidi. Hey?
Save the other one.
Save the what?
Who's the other one for Sharks? You said Nakora and Stone Street. Who's the
Anyway. The Sharks are pretty much Nakora from last week's throw, and the Knights get Bradman Best back. The Knights, other than Jacob Safidi, are pretty much a full-strength team.
I got Sharks.
Zach, you waiting for me, aren't you? You got Sharks. So I
said how you tipped.
Hey?
You tipped the Knights.
I tipped the Knights, yes. I did tip the Knights because I've gone off the fact that the Sharks have played at Shark Park, picking them before, and every time I do it, they never win. But I think the Knights have enough points in them that they could win this game. I think
They don't have
Bradman adds a
66
bit.
points in them.
Hey,
They don't have 66 points in
they
them.
don't need 66 points in them because they're not getting 66 points scored against them. Like,
The Dolphins weren't going to
Trindle
have
and Hines
60.
are in good form.
The Dolphins weren't getting 66 put on them last Thursday when they had their team meeting either.
I'll pick the Knights. I don't care what you say.
And how many games have the Knights won convincingly in the last couple of rounds?
They haven't had a full squad in most of those games either. So I think they'll improve on last week. I think they'll play a lot better. They'll be up for it. I think this is going to be the game of the round, to be completely fair. They're sitting 4 and 5 beside each other on the ladder. So I think it's going to be a really good game. We've got the Roosters Storm. Roosters are favourites, but the Storm are on a little bit of a run. Which way do you see this going?
Roosters.
I think I picked the Roosters. Double check. Yep, Roosters. Roosters been at home. Titans nearly beat the Storm. The Roosters are probably a better team. Well, they're a better team than the Titans. So,
Is Teddy back?
The Roosters. Nah. Cody Ramsey is still in there. Well, Ramsey did a good job last week, so you could probably afford to rest him for the extra week. So Sam Walker comes back in after Origin. Nat Butcher comes back in as well. And then the Storm. Any of those players are. Graham Hughes is out.
Yeah.
That's a
Is Harry Grant starting?
And they have no Munster either.
Is Harry Grant starting? Because he didn't start last week. He come off the bench.
Yeah, Grant's starting. Yeah, that was just they always do that when he comes over Origin. I've done it all year anyway. I think the Roosters will do a job on them this week. On the Roosters. And then at GIO Stadium, we've got the Raiders and the Rabbitohs. And the same before, Sanders played a really, really good game the other day. Cody this week, Alex Johnson, Bronson Garlick. The Raiders played really, really well last week. I think if Sanders can guide him around the field, Ethan Strange gets his running game on, I don't think the Rabbitohs are really going to stop them from scoring, to be honest. It's cold down there. Doesn't matter it's 3 p.m., like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's still cold. But what do you reckon? I'm actually surprised that they put Cody Walker back in there. I thought, what's his name, did a pretty good job the other day, other than knocking himself out. Zach, what's your thoughts?
Raiders.
Raiders.
Right. I think I was on the Raiders too. Raiders. Right. Auckland Stadium. We'll go Media Stadium. I thought it was Mount Smart. It's the same one, isn't it?
Same place.
Warriors, Dragons, 5:30 in the afternoon. Tanny's finance. New Zealand.
No, but they will play against them pretty good, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Warriors have an easy win. Hopefully they don't think they have an easy win, but
that's the problem. Every bottom fucking side they play, they think they have an easy win, and it only just comes out fucking being a tight game.
Yeah.
One bit of that is they've put Klopp. What to fucking put him in the center or something? He's been playing unreal lately.
Yeah, he has. You got to play him when he's playing well, like he has been, to be honest. So I'm on the Warriors for this one, Zach.
Yeah. Was
Bulldogs at Acor Stadium against the West Tigers from the Bulldogs. Tigers have been terrible, to be fair. I think they've been struggling.
If the
They're
Tigers are going to
definitely-
win any game, they need to win this game.
Yeah. Well, Benji come out today and said that him and Jerome Luai are completely fine, and it was discussed about him leaving. Where do you boys think Luai's going to end up next season for his gap year? Pretty handy player to have.
2 clubs he could go to, I reckon. There's 2 clubs.
It's one Parramatta.
One is Parramatta, and the other one is back to the Panthers.
They said the Dragons having to play at him.
Who do you think, Zach?
They could use him for a year. The Tigers, obviously.
South to replace Walker.
That's
Yeah.
fucking not a bad fucking spot for him.
Yeah. What about Roosters replace Cherry Evans?
Still got 12 months left on his contract.
Oh, does he? I thought he only done a 12-month contract. Yeah. I'll be interested to see how that plays out. I was seeing a post up today that the Wallabies might pinch him for a season because then he can play in the World Cup next year.
That is the most stupidest fucking...
Yeah, no, I agree with it. But I think the Bulldogs will get up on this, and probably they might kick off a bit of form for him, to be honest.
I'm going to say the best place for fucking Jerome now that Zach said it, fucking oath. He would be great at the Bunnies, I reckon.
Yeah. That's a Wayne Bennett signing too. Like, yeah. Dolphins, if the Bunnies might get, well, like they've been saying, like he could end up with the Dolphins for 12 months.
He won't move around too much. He won't go too far away from Sydney.
Yeah. Well, he's going to PNG.
Well, that's the thing. You don't want to be moving to fucking Brisbane or Redcliffe and then moving to PNG. You want to stay put for a little bit and then you do the big move.
Yeah. All right. Sunday
Who are you going, Zach? Dolphin.
Pretty sure.
Dogs.
You said dogs, didn't you?
Dogs. Did he?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
Got at Seabus Super Stadium, Titans and the Sea Eagle. I've picked the Titans to beat.
Fucking good. Manly.
I think the Titans will be. Yeah, I think they'll get some confidence out of last week's game, to be fair. So, yeah. Lachlan. That Zane Harrison's been playing really, to be honest, and Jaden Campbell's killing it. So, yeah. What are you on? You on Manly, Hoover?
Yeah.
Zach?
Manly.
Manly? Sunday Arvo, Dolphins, Cowboys. This was a really hard one to pick, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Is Dearden playing this week, or is he just named on extended bench? No, he's on the extended bench. They were saying that he's close. He's close to coming back. So, Zach, you're the Cowboys supporter. Do you put Dearden straight in, or you'd put him straight into 7, Purdue back out of the centres, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot you don't like Purdue in centre. Selwyn Cobbo comes back in this week for the Dolphins.
I never said I don't like him in the centres.
Oh, no, you said you
I
don't
like-
like him at 6. I said 6, didn't I?
No.
He said centre.
Well, I said 6 again. Avarilla's out. Bostock comes back in. Selwyn Cobbo. This is going to be another good game. I think the Sharks Knights game might be. I'll stick with that being my game of the week, but this would be a very close second. And yeah, I've got I think I picked the Cowboys to beat the Dolphins, but the Dolphins will be out with a point to prove. But the Cowboys get up for these Queensland rivalry games anyway, whether it be the Titans, Broncos, Dolphins. They always put on a good show, so, yeah. Zach, you on the Cowboys? You on Dolphins? Uber?
I've gone the Finns as well, but with no confidence. I didn't know
Yeah.
Dearden was fucking coming back in.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all of that anyway. So, for sport, you just wanted to talk about?
Oh, that how I brought it.
Yeah.
I knew him about the clutch and all that. NASCAR has released it this week that have they've brought in a rule now. I didn't read the whole fucking story because I could only load half the page. But yeah, they've cleared it all up. He's not cheating or anything. He's allowed to do it. It's not giving him edge. Every team's got the same setup as with the clutch and all that. So yeah, fucking yeah. I don't know why NASCAR had to fucking bring it up, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't say anything on there. Oh, good draw. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. He's not cheating. He's not.
No fucking. He's fucking.
They can use the exact same thing. Like
everyone's got the same clutch in it, fucking everything. It's just that he uses he's different to everyone else. Of course, coming from the supercars background and that.
Yeah.
Where normally like they're just oval, turn left.
Oh, they've got their street circuits. They've always had.
They're streets. Well, see, that's the thing. That's where he's winning. He's winning the street circuits.
Yeah.
He's still not up to their league, or he is up to the league in the oval.
Oh, but, he competes. He can compete.
But the street circuit is where he dominates.
Yeah.
Because with the V8 background and that.
Yeah. Well, he's had a whole career in supercars doing just that. And, and I think he does pretty well because those friggin' NASCARs, they have horrible turn circle on them compared to a supercar.
Oh, fuck yeah. If I ever go to America, I'm going to watch NASCAR and sprint cars for sure, guaranteed. Yeah. That's on my bucket list.
Yeah,
this has said the exact same thing.
Yeah, Zach, do you have any?
Nah,
nothing.
I do have another thing actually. The World Cup.
It's come down to France, Spain, Argentina, and England.
It's coming home.
What are you final next week, or are they playing for third?
Anyone's game at the moment.
I was having a look before. Still, like Norway got knocked out, obviously. So I'd probably pick Argentina over England. But it can go either to like Spain to take the whole thing. At the moment, it'd be a nice story that England come and won it in America, I suppose. But yeah, it'd be good to see how it goes. Yeah, I'll be on night shift when it's on, anyways. So might be able to pull off a replay or something for it. The other big sporting news this week was the Conor McGregor comeback. There was a lot of disappointed people that paid for that. 69 seconds he was in the ring. Pretty good job for him to actually get into the ring. He done his knee, but yeah. You reckon?
It was a fucking waste.
Yeah. I just like that Paddy Pimble. Yeah, I like comments and stuff.
Paddy the Batty.
He'd be one bloke that I'd just friggin' you'd sit down and have a beer with. Well, he can have a beer, I'll just sit there, but yeah. So I'd probably still have a beer.
He was pissed off in the press conference, but
yeah.
Because all he wanted to do was go and get a kebab from this certain shop. He said they close at 11 o'clock, so they need to hurry it up. And then one of the reporters said, it's 11:15.
Yeah.
he was blown up, so he just kept eating his pizza.
I still love that video where he's eating pizza at the friggin' press
Well,
conference, and he
it
goes,
was-
"I'd rather be fat and happy than friggin' fit all the time." He's like,
Yeah, well, he was doing it again. He was eating pizza again. After every match, he fucking straight onto the shit food.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, we'll jump onto some gaming stuff. Zach, did you have some gaming news this week?
No, not this week.
Not this week. Okay. I thought you had stuff to talk about.
No.
All right. Black Flag come out. The re-release of the Synced or whatever it is. Been getting around it. Don't think I'm going to pay full price for a remake. I know it's a bit different, but yeah. Black Ops 1 and 2 was released. A lot of people have been disappointed in that. Do you think it's worth a game that you can buy day one anyway?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's got its pros and cons. Usually it comes with either early access or, you can download it so you can play it at that very moment. Like something like Grand Theft Auto, you can download it 2 weeks before it comes out. You just can't play it. It's locked. But if it's already on there, you're not waiting for it to download because that's probably going to take, a while to download. It'll probably take the 2 weeks. Some of the Australian internet speeds anyway. But yeah. Other than that, I have I fell into a trap that I always fall into. College Football 27 got released this year. And I'd already said, nah, I'm not getting college football or NFL, and I'm already eyeing off the double pack of both of them. So that college football game, I've put a fit the last two. Like I do really enjoy it. It's a bit different to the NFL or the Madden one, but yeah, I'll give it a go anyways. So, got anything?
No, not really.
I did play that Lord of the Rings friggin' dwarf game. Can't remember. It's like Return to or something. It's okay. It's a bit of a base build, sort of, in the realm of Lord of the Rings. I thought it'd be a little bit better. I downloaded it for free. Not too bad if you're into that sort of thing. I just thought it was lacking a little bit, but I also haven't played very much of it. So, yeah. Yeah. You just want to do the bets?
If you'd like to.
Have you just got your bets? Do you need to see bets?
I have 4.
Hey?
I have 4 of them.
You had 4 this week.
Yeah.
Pick
No,
your
well, that's
two
what.
best.
Yeah, I know. Oh, don't go Indiana Fever. Don't go Indiana Fever.
Yeah, no, I've seen that, but then you lost it on the next one. So
Yeah, Indiana Fever only won by 1 point as well.
I lost it on the fucking, yeah. Plus, I'm a bit hesitant to do the freaking World Cup games now because if it goes through to extra time or a draw, you lose it anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's that as well. Yeah.
Don't go to that one.
Hey,
Don't go the third one. Third from the bottom. I've gone third from the bottom.
I know I'm already done with that. Zach, have you got yours or
Yeah.
what's wrong with you?
It's,
I think Warrington also let me down too, so probably need to start winning some
No, I
games.
got Hey, I got both of mine actually. Indiana Fever and fucking Knights. I got both of mine.
You did get both of yours. I was the one that didn't get either of mine.
Yeah. You fucking let us down. Like Zach said last week, if you want to throw money away, just give it to him.
What's your what do you got here?
I'm gonna go Hawthorn,
Yeah.
AFL, and the
Yeah.
Wars.
oh,
Oh, you got the Wars?
I did.
Well, if you want, you can have the Wars.
I was gonna pick the Wars, but yeah.
Yeah. If you want the Wars, you can have the Wars, but my other 2 are long shots.
You know what, I'm gonna take the Raiders and the Swans.
Do you want the Wars, Zach?
I can't even fucking find Adam.
No, I looked at the girls' games and it's either very one-sided or so.
If you're going to go any of the girls' games, you'd probably go Roosters, maybe.
Yeah, Broncos and the Knights should win their games too.
Who the fuck is that?
Super League for us.
Mind you, fucking, we were recording last week when that Swans game, and the Swans were up by heaps and they got beat. Oh, surely.
That's what I just looked at.
If you don't change yours,
I'm going to York Knights again. Yeah, fuck it. York Knights again.
so you're off on the York Knights?
Yeah, I'm going to York Knights again. So that will make it 2 of mine, or nearly 3 of mine are fucking like long shots.
Yeah, so you're going to jump on the Wars, Zach?
Yeah, but over 30.5 points.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I do like those odds.
That's total points. Warriors to score more than 31 points.
We just had to sort some of it out. So we're on the Swans, Hawks, Raiders, Wars by 31.5, York Knights, and Zach's on the Roosters as well. What are the odds to that?
38.50
$38.
and 54 cents.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. Hopefully that one comes off this week anyway. Seems like it'll be a good one. He's got anything else for the podcast you want to add?
That's about it, I think.
No. What are you looking forward to this week?
Going home.
Going home, yeah. When you work away like you do, it's probably the only thing you're looking forward to. That?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to sitting down watching the Knights and that Dolphins and Cowboys game, but I'm also really excited to start working on some new stuff for the podcast and all of that. Don't forget, once we get enough, it might take a couple of weeks. It might only take a week. You might be really keen. I don't know. But send in your sports or your boys' trip stories. I think you know what we mean. Just like
send in anything.
Yeah, or you can send in anything. I'm going to get Amanda to go through and filter it, make sure it's relevant to what we're doing. But, if you listen to this show, you obviously like the gaming and the sporting side of things. So send in things or maybe just abuse us. I don't know.
Even if it isn't relevant, I'll approve it.
Yeah, well, Hoover can approve those ones. It'll be Hoover's mailbag. Yeah, and don't forget, we're now on YouTube. The page around, join the group on Facebook. After all the troubles that we've had, I think we're back properly now. And other than Hoover getting caught up with work stuff, me and Zach will continue to fly the flag anyway. And yeah, try and make it bigger and better. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to this weekend, making this podcast better. So thanks for following us. Thanks for sticking with us, and hopefully we can improve everything from here. So that's bye from me anyway.
See you later.
Everywhere says bye. Leaving.
Thank you for joining Zach Hoover and I on the Incoherent podcast. If you'd like to follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from, also head over to our Facebook page and follow us there. We're also on Instagram, the Incoherent podcast. Thank you. Bye.